From Soviet bloc to our days by Saúl Calderón. First, we have some events in the last 6 decades. For example, we decide to put on the work the human go to the moon in 1969, the attack of the Twin Towers in 2021, Iraq's invasion in 23, tsunami in Indonesia in 24, economic crisis in 28, the Haiti earthquake in 2011, and the end of the Maya Canal in 2012. We select the events because after the Cold War between US and the URSS, the next war was which country go to the moon first. Well, after that the world changed, the attack of the Twin Towers were a menace from people that hate us and his government way. The people who did this were part of a group of terrorists. We didn't want that USA were inside the wars in that countries was a message from the terrorists to the world. The Iraq invasion was a result of some years of war, and the economic crisis were by the dangerous events that happened in those days inside the world. And now we have some videos about the previous event. A unipolar world refers to the distribution of power in which one state or one country exercises most of the cultural, economic, and military influence on the world. How does the end of the Cold War relate with the unipolar world? The end of the Cold War left the only country that had the biggest power, but I'll say that the US won the war through its advances in some of important ambits like economy and military. The terrorism is the use of violence, especially murder and bombing, in order to achieve political aims to force a government to do something. In most of the cases, what caused the terrorist attacks of the 20th century? In most of the cases, the terrorist attacks happened because the terrorists were people who want a change for his country, calling attention from other country, creating war, or want to other country save his country for the poverty. The digital era refers to the advancement of the technology from analog, electronic, and mechanical devices to the digital technology available today. Our society adapted to the new technologies. Our world is connected now. The internet made easily all kinds of works. Our society changed through the creation of the computers, cell phones, and other devices. The globalization is a process of interaction and integration among the people, companies, governments of different nations, a process driven by international trade and investment and aided by information technologies. The globalization was born because the countries want to create relationships with other countries to create business and deal with other countries. And at the end of the presentation, here are some videos to explain more concepts. Thanks to see my presentation. Bye. Goodbye.